Apex Nation, and welcome back to some more Creativerse. Hope you guys are having a great day, and this project is done. Now, I can kind of make the choice of creating a highway system, or I can make the choice of castle. Looking for a new location to build. Maybe we'll do a little bit of both. Maybe just a little bit of both. Alright, so let's talk about Demon Slayer. We're talking about episode 8 through 14? Yes, because we talked about episodes 1 through 7 last time. Now it's 8 through 14. Yeah. So cool! These set of episodes were so good. Alright, I'm gonna need... You know what? This will work. Oh, just press it once. And we'll make it pink. Perfect. These episodes were so good. We saw, again, talking and building. It's such great practice for me, trying to talk about other things than what I'm building and build. We saw the main demon there with his family, and he turned another demon, and they try to fight him and try to chase him, and then we saw him summon out like his minion demons, and oh, I shouldn't do that. Well, I mean, it doesn't really. This is just a rough draft. Oh, I can place that far. Now, what if I made the highway go through that mountain to go over there? Kind of like to, yeah, so we saw him summon out his demon friends there, and, well, I wouldn't say friends. How the crap did you get up there? And, a little bit more. Maybe about here. And then we saw, oh, what's their names? Inu something? I have the list of names again, because I don't remember names. Yushiro. We saw Yushiro grab, why did I do this? Tanjiro, get out of the way. Or did he grab Tanjiro? Yeah, because he's like, follow me. Lady Tamayo. Lady Tamaro wants to see you. And you're like, what? And, you know, obviously, he knew he was a demon, which was really interesting. This is going to take forever. Like I said, it's just a start, then we can go look. And those set of characters are really interesting. I mean, there was the whole Yoshiro, who was upset, who is obsessed, not was, is obsessed with Tamayo. Lady Tamayo, that is. He's obsessed with her. And, good God, this is going to be such a long process to make this. But he's obsessed with her and doesn't want any harm to come to her. Like, I guess it's kind of like what I originally thought was like Stockholm Syndrome. You know, Lady Tamayo, she brought him back to life, and, you know, it was able to give him his life. How am I doing this highway? Well, like I said, I don't mind if I have to have a mountain and like cut in between a mountain or something. This is just an example of what I'm doing with it. I don't mind cutting through this. This is kind of cool though. I might choose this area to build the rich person's house. Oh, that's beautiful. This might be an interesting place to build. It kind of keeps it all in this area and allows me to stop building that highway system because I'm already bored of it. And a rich person in the canyons. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, a rich person right here. On the edge of the canyons. Claiming the only oasis. Kind of like that idea. I kind of like the idea of claiming this top right here. And he claims this oasis. I like the idea. But anyway, we saw them and they have that dynamic of he won't let anything hurt her at all. And butterflies. And she's a doctor, or originally was a doctor before becoming a demon. And she was able to break free of the curse, which we can talk about that curse in a moment. I need not extractors. Excavators? Yeah, these ones. It doesn't matter which one because I'm not collecting the resources, so it does not matter. Alright. Yeah, so we saw them and, you know, she wants to help. She wants to help all the demons. She doesn't want, or even humans she'll help. She doesn't want to lose her way. And she broke free of the curse, which I thought was really cool. That they were doing stuff like that. And, you know, because for a while there, I thought, you know, it's one more over. You know, Tanjiro was like the only person who really cared about. His name is Tanjiro, right? I'm not just. Yes, Tanjiro. It's like I hear it constantly through the show, but I always second guess myself. Yeah, because we only saw Tanjiro, the one who like really cares. I mean, his trainer cares, but not on the sense that Tanjiro cares, or at least that we know of. All right, how far am I going down? To about that level. I got a little ways. I thought that character dynamic was really cool, and then the minions attack. Oh, well, okay. First of all, there was a little bit of comedy in play that was pretty funny. Where he talked about his sister not being good looking. He's like, wait, what? You call my sister ugly? And he started going off on him on that. That was pretty funny. That was a good moment in the show. Oh, get rid of that. Still got a little ways to go. And so these new guys attack, and this lady was throwing those balls around, which I thought was really cool. I forgot the name of the balls already. Very, very interesting. And was it at this moment that Tanjiro was broken? Had broken bones? I can't remember. I want to go to this level right here. I can't remember if it was at this moment that Tanjiro had broken arms or broken bones. I think it was a broken leg and a broken arm or something like that. It was. How far would that take me down? Take me down to gold. That sucks. That means there's a lot of me having to flatten this out by hand now. I don't know if I can even hit that one without ruining it. Don't know, but I wanted this level. Telling you, it's very hard for me to talk and keep going at the same time. The fight. The fight was pretty cool. And I kinda liked some parts. I kinda didn't like others, but I was like, how else would they do it, right? Because when she was kicking her balls around, they would go all kinds of crazy directions that like wasn't natural. And I remember, what's his name? Yoshiro was like, what? Are you blind? You don't see that? And Tanjiro was like, no, I don't see crap, dude. What's going on? And he lends him his sight, which was really cool that he did that. I thought that was interesting. He like wrote down I don't know, a seal or something like that, and gave Tanjiro his sight for a limited amount of time. Of course, you know, just the perfect amount of time for him to defeat the enemy. You know, anime. And it allowed him to see arrows. It was quite literally arrows, and that's what I thought was like, really? That's your visual representation of his powers? Arrows? I was like, that's the only thing. I was like, so far in this show, I'm like, I mean, could you have given it an extra hour thought time? But then I'm like, what would I have done? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Okay, this is what, Ruby? Yeah, I'll get that stone and fix my holes and all that. I was like, I wouldn't know what to do either in that point of the show. Like, how would you represent his powers to be able to move objects around without them just floating around? That's what's doing it. Those stupid bags. You know, it's like, yeah, you can have his basically like telepathy or telekinesis. Telekinesis is the right word. But it's not just that, though, because he could manipulate the air as well, which was really interesting. And I really liked how he defeated him, because he used more than one move at a time, which is really cool. And it goes to show that the training of the 10 forms really is something. Do I want to take this out? How far do I want to go back? Oh yeah, I'm taking this out. Well, this I can actually just take out. I wouldn't mind squaring that off, like so. But yeah, because he used one form to get into position and then used another form to execute the attack. What I really liked about that is a lot of shows will, when they create a new move, give it a whole new name. They'll like shout out some other ridiculous name all of a sudden for a new power. And these guys didn't. Whoever, the creators of Demon Souls. Yeah. No, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, not Demon Souls. I'm like, Demon Souls is a game, right? Demon Slayer. They didn't. They kept true to the 10 forms. He used one form to get in close to another form for the attack. It didn't, what was it, Form 10 and Form 2 or something like that? He didn't call it Form 12, even though there's only 10 forms. He just said, improved, I think he said. I'm not sure if he's ever said improved during the attack or not. That's one thing. Another thing that happened in these 7 episodes is, for a long time, I may have missed it, he may have said it out loud. For a long time, it felt like, you know, Tanjiro monologues inside of his head, which I liked. He wasn't just screaming out loud all of his attacks he was doing. I thought that was really cool. Most times, because, you know, anime, people are yelling, oh, Kamehameha, and all that stuff, where he's saying it inside of his head. Still giving it that awesome feel of combat in the whole everything about anime. But keeping it like, you know, hey, it's kind of ridiculous and kind of a trope to just shout out your attack name. So they changed it up. I like that a lot. But then when he fought one of the demon he just recently defeated before these episodes were over, the demon kind of said something, which we'll get to that in a second because we're not done with the whole doctor thing and all that. Can I? Oh, perfect. Super helpful. Yeah. And then I also like that they showed, I don't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about, yeah, calling out power. So he defeated him, and then the demon dying went into like a rage, which I thought was really cool as well. Nice. He went into a rage and like non-stop used his power constantly because he was dying, he was disappearing. And Tanjiro had to use attack over attack over attack over attack over attack in order to, you know, get things done. which was really interesting. He pushed his body to that limit, and I think that's where he broke his bones, if I remember correctly. I think that's where he broke his bones, because then after that he was like using his sword to prop him up as he was trying to get to the other fight with the lady. I don't remember these demons' names. But he went there to go help fight her, and then this is where, how can I not remember her name? Nezuko. Where Nezuko was fighting this lady, and the doctor, Tanayo, realized she was in no condition, no strength, didn't have enough strength and enough power to defeat this monster, or demon. So she went and helped him. Now this was very, very interesting. She basically did some spell that is like a truth serum type demon art, and made the demon say, what was it? It's Musa Kiba Tatsuyu Kibo Tsuji Muzin, whatever crap his last name is pronounced. That she said his name, and then all of a sudden she started freaking out, panicking. And it's like, what is going on? She's panicking here. And these demonic arms start shooting out of her and ripping her body to pieces. Apparently there's this curse put on them where if they speak his name, his power, his blood that he gave them all will rip them to pieces from the inside out. And normally, what we've been told in the show so far, is that only demon slayer swords, are the thing that are capable of destroying demons, because demons can fight demons, and you can rip each other's heads off, and they'll just grow it back. Because it's a demon fighting a demon, it's useless. Which they also talk about. Oops. They also talk... That's gonna cut in. No. They talk about that as well in the 14 episodes, that demons fighting demons are useless. Are you still flying? No. You felt floaty. And yeah, so she gets ripped apart, and it's insane. So then Tanjiro decides to help out the doctor lady and whatever crap his name is, Yushiro. Well, not really help out Yushiro. Yushiro's just there, you know. I'm gonna put that one there and do that. And I'm gonna put that one there and do that. I'll fix whatever. Probably fixing things is gonna be a lot faster than tearing them up one by one. But yeah. And he's gonna get the blood. Oh, I think I missed something pretty important. Because didn't something happen to Nezuko? Which was the reason why he went with them? Crap, did I really forget something that important? I feel like I did. I feel like there's a reason why Tanjiro decided to help the doctor. Wow, how am I forgetting this? Well, I'm me. That's how I'm forgetting it. Maybe it'll come back to me. But he decided to help him get blood because the doctor lady wants to kill Muzin as well. Which is the first time we ever saw a demon wanting to kill the demon lord. Which is pretty cool. That, you know. And she also is able to turn people into demons. She turned Yushiro. And that's why I was like, oh, Yushiro's like Stockholm Syndrome. Because, you know, he fell in love and is obsessed with his capture, or in this case, savior. But it may be like, you know, more than that. I thought that whole arc was, or the arc, but that whole, what was it, 3 episodes, was pretty cool. That she needs the blood to help further her research. Blood of the ones that are closest to, what's his face? Muzin. And they didn't exactly show it, because I was wondering, like, okay, is he gonna ask for some, like, syringes or something to get the blood? What's gonna happen? You know, how is he gonna get the blood? And that randomly happened when he defeated the next the next demon, and he threw a needle at it, and it started sucking the blood out, and all of a sudden you hear a meow, and there's a little kitty comes up and says hi, and then takes the little needle thing. It was like more like a dagger pin needle suction thing, and then walks away and meows again and becomes invisible. I thought that was really cool. There's a little kitty cat that can come around and get the blood. I just thought it was cute. How am I doing this? What's it look like on the other side of that? Okay. I can bring it back to that mountain. It's not a problem. Thought that was really cool. But now we get to the new characters being introduced that probably are gonna be there for a while. And fixed. We get introduced to, what's his name? Zerisu. Yeah, Zerisu. He's trying to marry this girl randomly on the street because she came up and talked to him because he was being pitiful. Can I like middle mouse and grab? No. And yeah, so he's freaking out and trying to marry this girl, and Tanjiro's like, hey, stop it! How dare you? I'm still good. Okay. I'm on the right level. I didn't know if I was up a level, down a level. That whole thing happens. It was a pretty funny interaction. And we can talk about Zetsu a little bit here. It's kind of like, I don't think he's a coward. I more think he's not confident in his abilities. And I'm really hoping he's going to have that storyline, that battle that helps him get over that and become confident in his abilities. Because I think that's going to be amazing. His abilities seem really, really cool. And he's got a heightened sense of hearing. Where Tanjiro has a heightened sense of smell, he's got a heightened sense of hearing. Which I thought was really interesting. That the Demon Slayers, some Demon Slayers, not all. I can't say all, because I mean, we haven't met them all. They have this whole heightened senses, and I don't know if it's power base or how it is. I get all those? Cool. Yeah, I don't know how it is yet. We gotta, keep on seeing more and more and figure it out. And there might be something to the senses, or it might just be, hey, this is kind of a way to give all the characters little quirks. Little tidbits, little things about them. Is that gonna be good? I can keep on going. I'll keep on going. And they get to this mansion. It's it pretty much is a mansion. And they got to fight, or they gotta try to rescue a girl, a dude. No, it was a dude. A dude who was trapped inside there. Fly, thank you. And that demon was cool. That demon had like drums on him, and each drum like rotated the room a different way, or the entire house basically a different way. That's all I'm gonna have to do. And it was cool seeing Tanjiro memorize which one does what and be able to fight him that way. Again, all with broken bones, still haven't healed. He's been going non-stop, still broken. And that's when we also see the first little bit of power that Zenitsu has, where he kind of falls asleep almost. It kind of seemed like he was like daydreaming. Well, it looks like he wasn't conscious. He wasn't aware of what he did, but he did this awesome electricity attack, and it was just so cool, so fast. It reminded me of Killua from Hunter x Hunter. I was like, oh, he might be one of my favorite characters if he gets rid of this whole cowardness and becomes a better fighter. He might be one of my favorites. That technique was so cool. And then we also see this new boar demon head guy. We're like, who the crap is that? I mean, I saw him during the credits and all that, but I always thought he was a demon. Just a demon who was good, because we saw demons could be good. So that's what I thought originally. But no, it's a dude in a boar's head. His fighting style is cool. He's got dual wielding swords, which is crazy cool. And apparently Zenitsu saw him during the final selection. We didn't get to see him, but Zenitsu saw him. Said he was the first one up the mountain, the first one down the mountain, first one to get his weapon and all that. But again, that kind of goes against itself a little bit, because they made them wait until they were all together and then pick their weapons, and that boar guy wasn't there. Which makes me think, did that boar guy, whose name is Inosuke, yeah, Inosuke, maybe? I can't remember. It's kind of like, did he pick his weapon? I mean, I don't know if he did really or not, because he talks about why he became a demon slayer, and that he fought a demon slayer and took his weapon, and then heard about the final selection, Red Ruby Cannon Stone. Heard about final selection, and was like, ooh, that sounds fun. What? Dark. Oh, Rudy. No, Ruby. Rudy. Heard about final selection and was like, oh, that sounds like fun. And then went and did that. And like I said, I don't know if he got his own weapon. He might have just taken people's weapons, and that might have been good enough for him. Don't know. There we go. So, don't know about him, because I don't really know if it makes too much sense where he was up and down the mountain that fast. But that's his whole thing, though, is he is all about just wanting to fight. I'm leaving that thing there. I'm not even worrying about it. I'm burying whatever wants to be buried. That's his whole, that I also like. I like that character, characterness about him. Is that he just wants to fight. He wants to prove himself. And apparently he was fighting that demon that could change the rooms for days. And he was never able to get anywhere close. But then Tanjiro comes in broken and was able to beat him. And then when they left the mansion, I'm calling it a mansion. When they left the mansion, he heard like screaming and he smelled something. And he comes out to God, these names. Inosuke kicking the crap out of Zenitsu, trying to get to the box where Nezuko is. Because it's daylight by the time they come out, and Nezuko's inside there. And I don't know exactly how, or if he said it, I missed it. How he knew the demon was in there. I know how Zenitsu knew the demon was in there because he can hear really well, and he said he can hear that demons sound and all that different than, make different noises and different sounds than humans make. So he knew inside the box the entire time was Nezuko. I can't remember how Boar-Dude, I'm calling him Boar-Dude, Boar-Dude knew Nezuko was in there, but all he wanted to do was kill the demon because, you know, they're demon slayers. That's what they do. And he just wants to test his prowess against everything. But, you know, of course, obviously, you know, Tanjiro wasn't having any of that. So Tanjiro was like, hey, we're not going to fight. Demon Slayers don't fight Demon Slayers. But, of course, he didn't care about, Boar-Dude did not care about that at all. It was like, you're going to fight me one way or another, and starts attacking him with a sword and all that, and he's dodging them and countering and not attacking. Until he did. But no, he punched him in the gut, right? Yeah. Yeah, he punched him in the gut, broke his ribs. And then was like, okay, don't want to fight with swords, let's fight hand to hand. And they, oh, that was cool. That was so cool. Seeing them fight hand to hand, seeing Boar-Dude's technique, fighting hand to hand, like he's an actual boar, getting that low, being that flexible and all that, was so cool to see. I thought that was such a unique fighting style. It was really cool. And then his boar head fell off after getting headbutted in the head by Tanjiro, who's got the hardest head in the world. And that's when you realize, oh, he's just a dude. Which kind of made sense because, you know, Tanjiro didn't smell anything off with him when he first met him inside the mansion. Kind of like, oh, he's a demon slayer. That's being a little weird. You know, by having that boar's head on. But this is where we finally get to see he's an actual, just a demon slayer. Which was, pretty interesting. It seems like there's gonna be a lot of character growth with him, with Boar-Dude. So when Boar-Dude finally woke up, they were burying the dead that died from the mansion and all that. And he's like, what's the point of that? Which kind of shows to his upbringing of whoever his master was or whatever. Was barbaric and didn't care about burying the dead. And then, of course, Tanjiro being Tanjiro just kind of plays it off and like, okay, fine. If you don't want to do hard work, we'll do all the hard work. You just sit and relax. You got a headache anyway, right? He's like, what? You're not going to outwork me. I'll bury 200 dead people. So it's kind of like, I think there's going to be a lot of character growth with that character learning from Tanjiro about, you know, being a decent person. Which would be nice to see as the show goes on. I mean, season 2 is on its way. We're going to wait for season 2. We're not going to just jump right into it because then, you know, we're watching it week to week and we're only going to have one episode to talk about. As much as I could probably talk about 20 minutes about one 20-minute episode, I don't think we should. So the next 7 episodes got to be pretty interesting. See them work together. Because they came up to this house. And it was really cool. I thought this house was owned by, you know, the Demon Slayer Corps and whatever. Nope. It's owned by a family that the Demon Slayer Corps protected one time. And now they let all Demon Slayers rest there whenever they're around for free. Feed them, give them a change of clothes, probably wash their clothes, let them have baths, all that stuff. A doctor to look after them, and, you know, it was funny. They all had broken ribs and all laying down. And it goes through them like Zenitsu has 2 broken bones, broken ribs. Tanjiro has 3. Demon guy's got 4. I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, yeah. That's enough room, I think. I mean, I said I wanted to be... I mean, it doesn't have to quite be like a gigantic mansion. I think I want more room this way, though. What the heck? Our character just went hit. I didn't know our character didn't go hit. But it was really cool. 7 episodes. I liked it. I like the character development we're getting. Oh, and Yushiro? Yeah, Yushiro calls Nezuko pretty at the end of it. He's like, I guess your sister isn't that ugly. And anybody else would be like, hey, what you talk about my sister like that for? And he's like, oh, you see my sister is pretty now. Yay. That being Tanjiro. Oh, it was Nezuko was trying to help break the curse. Okay, yeah. I understand now what the doctor was doing. The doctor agreed to help break the curse if Yushiro was willing. Not Yushiro. If Tanjiro was willing to put in the hard work and get the blood and all that, so they can study the curse and everything. Which, you know, I've got some theories on. You know, we gotta look at some vampire lore here, where if you kill the turner, all the turnees die. Are we gonna have that type of thing with demons? You know, if Lady Tanjiro dies, would Yushiro die? It's like a really good question, because right now the only people we know who turns demons are those, or is Tamio and whatever his face is. Those are the only ones we know that can turn demons. Turn people into demons, that is. I'm curious. Maybe we'll run into that situation eventually, which will be nice to see. Also, be really, really sad, because I still really like that Tanjiro feels for all the demons he kills. He really does feel for them. And I like that. I really do like that. I haven't grown old of that yet. I like it. Because oh yeah, when he fought that drum demon guy, who was a writer in his human side, saw that Tanjiro wouldn't step on his papers once Tanjiro saw the papers down there, like in the field, in the battlefield room. He refused to step on the papers, and I think that had something to do with the power. Maybe. I think it was he was protecting the demon was protecting the papers by using his drum or whatever to make sure people won't step on him, but then Tanjiro saw the papers and was avoiding them on purpose, and the demon was taken back by that, like, wow, you're being protective of my work. And the demon kind of was, you know, more human when they're dying type of thing, and not all are, because we saw Arrow Boy, not arrows as a bow and arrow, but arrows as in a little just directional arrow. He was ticked off when he was dying. He wasn't happy about it at all. He wasn't reliving any of his past, nothing. And I have a feeling that is what's gonna make the numbers. Because they all, the 12, they talk about a 12. The 12 strongest, basically. They're the ones closest to Demon Lord. And though that's like the blood that Dr. Lady needs to really try to study the curse and try to figure out how to break it. And turn humans back from demons. Or theoretically. We don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a happy ending or not. And yeah, those 12. And Drummy Boy used to be a part of the 12. He was like lower 6 or whatever. I think, yeah, because when the subtitle came on the screen there, when his eyeball went all, because that's where the numbers are on their eyeballs, it said lower 6. And then we saw a scene of him getting stripped of his number. And then him kind of having a human side during the fight. And then also, especially when dying, he had more of a human side. It's interesting things to think about. These little things that happen in the show that probably might not mean anything, but also could very well mean something. Hey, we have an area now for the house. I like it. That should be plenty of room. Look at this. We got like almost a natural staircase down to the water. I don't know. Maybe the staircase will be like here and then go up. And the house will be like here. Because I could square this off if need be. I could fill all this in. Give myself a gigantic room for the house. Like right here. Front yard. Comes down. Goes around to the yard, to the oasis. I like it. I like the idea. It's just gonna have a gold house in the edge of the canyons. Gold mansion. Rich person house. It's gonna be pretty cool. God, I'm 41 minutes into the recording already. But yeah, it seems like maybe the Demon Lord guy doesn't want demons that have a human side, that have that nature, to be a part of his 12. So he was kicked out because he saw the human side. And these guys who wanted to be on the part of the 12, who weren't, the ones that attacked the doctor lady and all that, they weren't even numbered, but they had no remorse when dying. So it seems like the ones that are closest to him, the ones that really want to be a part of him, or be a part of the 12 and all that, they don't really have a human side, or we haven't seen that yet. Gonna be interesting to see later on down the road when we actually fight. When he fights an actual numbered, will that numbered one have a human side while dying, or just be in a rage? Don't know. There was something I thought about just as I was saying all that. I was like, oh yeah, and this also happened. What was it? What was I talking about? The numbers. I was talking about the numbers. I think it has something to do with the numbers that I was like, oh yeah, this happened. I'll just do this. That's not bad. God dang it, it was like an important thing too. Now I'm annoyed at myself that I don't remember. Back off. Nope, back off. Well, hang on. Well, I'll make a staircase. God dang it, I don't remember. There was something important too. I was like, oh yeah, that has something to do with the story. Of course I should mention that. And I forgot. Oh, the earrings. That's right. When Tenjiro was talking to the Demon Lord there, the Demon Lord noticed the earrings. Then also we get a flashback to someone else wearing those earrings, fighting. It's like a real quick little flash. Was that his father? His father's been a mystery this entire time. Was his father a demon slayer? Don't know. But like that was the whole point of sending the demons after him, was like, give me that guy. I want those earrings. Because apparently there's some grudge there, which we'll find out eventually. But I'm going to end the episode here before I keep on rambling. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. And if you did, hit that thumbs up button and show your support. We have our next build location done. We have a little bit of the highway mapped out. It's right over there. Don't know exactly how the highway is going to work over here because I put in the house this way. I'm going to have to put the highway over here. And I guess going that way, and then it can cut off over here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Hope you guys did enjoy. And if you did, hit that thumbs up button and show your support. If you're new and you haven't, subscribe for more content. This one and then this one. Feel free to share this video and comment down below. And until next time, I'm ApexReaper. That's pretty. You all stay positive. Thanks for watching.
Afraid of the dark? Are you scared?